Hey, Rowdy Dogs, how we doing today? Hope all you guys had a Merry Christmas. I had a good one. Man, I got me all kinds of new toys. I'll tell you what, I hope you guys did too. I am excited for the new year. Hope you guys are. Oh man, I've got a lot of goals for the new year coming up, and I'm starting early. I'm gonna get a jump start. I hope you are too, but a lot of guys wait till January 1st, but not me. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. But one of my new toys here, if you can see this, I got me a new TV. My wife got me that. I'm gonna hang it up in the shop here in the doghouse. Oh, I think I'll hang it right over there under my clock. That way, see my clock over there? I'm gonna hang it right over there with those wires right there, so I can hide those wires, and I'll be able to see it from my workout area over here and from my shop area over here where I do a lot of my work and stuff. There's a light I made. That's kind of funky looking. You know, that's an old milk crate. That's an old Coca-Cola crate, and some old ice tongs from like 1890s that I had, and some old 1940s, 1950s ice picks that I made. I had some old cloth wire, and I don't know, I just threw that together to go over my bench here. I collect old signs, and I put them up on the outside of my doghouse here. Anyway, I'm fixing to go for a walk. I'll take you guys along for a little bit. Kind of cold here today. Woo! Yeah, about 40 degrees. At least the wind's not going crazy. There's old bear. There's my old pup up there. See him? He's right there. Or over there. There he is. Anyway, here's my sign wall. I put all these old signs up. And signs for me have to mean something. I can't just, they have to mean something. All these signs are from my childhood or from my past. Old S&H green stamps. I don't know if you guys, the old Standard oil signs. A lot of these are pump panels. The old Ford sign there. That was a lot of good memories. A buddy of mine worked at a Ford dealer, and he gave me that sign. But anyway, these are pump plates off old gasoline pumps, and you know, other signs too. I collect those. I'm going to put them all up on this side of my shop wall. I'm going to fill that whole wall up with them. I've got several in there on my bench I've got to get up. But anyway, that's another day. It's a pretty day here. It's a little bit windy. No, it's not here anyway. Once I get down. Oh, I got a letter to mail. Forgot about that. Anyway, Christmas is over. It's the wind down to the new year, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Let's get our fitness routines set in stone, guys. Let's start. The biggest thing about getting fit again, about getting yourself in shape, is getting started. That's the hardest part. The hardest part of doing anything is starting. It's getting started. You have to start. It don't have to look perfect. You know, a lot of guys, oh, I can't start. I'm too heavy. I've got too much weight on. I got to get some weight. Well, how are you supposed to get the weight off if you don't start? You have to start. Whether that's a walk like I did to my mailbox and back. You know, I'm going to walk down to my mailbox here now. That's a walk to your mailbox and back. That's where I started. That wasn't even, I bet it wasn't even a 1/10 of a mile. But I tell you what, that got me close to losing 80 pounds in a year. And now, if I don't get my walk in, get my exercise in, man, it's not a complete day. You know, set a routine. A lot of guys say, oh, you got to get up 4 o'clock in the morning to get your exercise so you can have it done to start your day. Well, that's not true. You put your exercise in the day where it fits for you. If it fits at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's great. But for me, that don't work for me. You know, I've got a little girl to raise. I can't. I get my exercise around noon. It's around noon now. I'm at 12:30. I try to, we're in our Christmas break, which is now called winter break, but that's bull. Anyway, it's Christmas break, and she's at home, so she's up at the house with her mother doing something. I don't know what. She usually comes down, my daughter, she usually comes down to the shop and hangs out with me in the mornings, but I guess she decided to hang up and play with her new toys she got for Christmas. Because she got a few new things, just like we all did. I got a few new toys. And I tell you a cool thing, golly, this is a cool thing. My grandson's one, he got what it's called an Oculus. And it's a 3D game player. Coolest, man. He had a boxing game on there. And he showed that to me, and I was in our living room. He said, now be careful, because you can't, once you put this thing on your head, you're in this thing. I mean, you are completely immersed in this thing, and you can't tell where you are at all. I mean, you can't tell at all. It's the craziest thing. And you got these little things on your hand, on your both hands. So they're like they're not boxing gloves, but they're the little controllers that control you in the game, how you move and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I didn't get one for Christmas, but I'm gonna get me one of them babies, because I got to work out. Golly, throwing punches and moving around in the ring. That once you set yourself in a spot, it has like a cage around you, so you can't like bump into stuff. You stay, well, you can if you get outside the cage, but you're supposed to stay within this virtual cage that the game creates for you. But it's amazing how you get immersed in that, and you can't even tell where you are in the living room. When I took the thing off, I punched my opponent out, by the way. And when I laid him out, I danced over him. And I took that headset off, and wow, I was all the way across the room. Had no idea I'd moved that far. Anyway, that's my review. It's a deal called Oculus. I think it's an Apple product. Pretty cool. Wow, it's really awesome. But one of my grandsons got that. But anyway, back to our goals, guys. Exercise goals. I'm out walking. I have been slowly building back to my routine, getting myself back on track, because I got off bad because of COVID. Got me off my routine. I've gained probably, it's like the average, about 10 extra pounds over the holidays, maybe a little less, but I'd lost 22 pounds because of COVID. And finally, I guess I got that early in October. I think it was like right around the 1st of October. And then I worked to gain that weight back after about 30 to 45 days of being laid up. Then I went and got back on my exercise, and boy, it was really difficult. I had a really hard time with it, and then I lost a good friend, and actually on Halloween, lost a very good friend of 30 years on Halloween, and that took me down. And then I lost another good friend. I don't know what it is, man. Just the other day, Dale Dotson, good friend of mine. He and I worked together. We were actually business partners in an oil company that we started together. We worked together as probably one of the only jobs I ever had was a fundraiser for an oil company. And I learned that part of the business, and then I started my own with Dale Dotson. We went out and started our own and drilled several wells. We're quite successful. And then he and I decided, that was right after I met my wife, and we kind of went our separate ways. We didn't, no falling out of any kind. It's just I moved on to a different house further away from where our offices were, and I didn't want to have to commute all that way, so we just split our assets. I went my way, he went his, and I started another oil company called Sigla Oil and Gas. First one was called Blue Quail Resources. Anyway, we did pretty well, and then I got, I sold the production out of those companies and started Temco and worked that for, gosh, 30 years. I loved it so much, man. There's nothing like building a product that people like and want and see a value in, So it was a really good business, and I sold it June of 20, and I got hooked up with the new company I'm with, and that's part of these videos, is Entre Institute, and doing quite well with them. I'm starting to build my income. They've taught me a lot of stuff about how to do digital marketing, and it's great, man. I mean, the education is phenomenal. It's step by step. It's just incredible. And if you guys are looking for a way to increase your income, increase your retirement income, just increase your monthly income, there's several different ways to do it. They have an agency course, they have a digital marketing affiliate course, and then they have a course that teaches you how to build a course. That's what I've done. And I'm doing affiliate, and I've built a fitness course. And that's pretty cool, pretty neat. But I'm really enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying learning something new, getting my brain functioning on a new task. I had been building Temco and had those muscles pretty well burn out because I'd been doing it for so long. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. It was a great company, great products. We won awards with the product. But, whenever you get to where when somebody calls, you can answer their questions without even having to think about it. And it was just time. It was just time to move on. So, and I did, and I'm on this new journey, and I'm loving it because I've got my creative juices flowing again. I'm learning new skills that I can then continue building my income, and it's just great. And it's one thing that I like too is I can pass these skills on to my son, who is going to need it. He is, he's struggling to try to find a job, and I've been talking to him about it, and he's getting more and more interested in it. And I want to help him gain some of the confidence that I have in this, in Entre, to grow an online business for him. But anyway, right now, we have got to get on our New Year's resolutions. We have got to set our goals, our weight goals, our routine. We got to set a routine, a daily routine. Do something every day. Every day, set a routine. If you can, set it for certain time of day, every day. Certain time of day, every day. It's just like I was saying in a previous video. You wouldn't miss a doctor's appointment. This is even more important than a doctor's appointment. Your daily routine with your exercise, so you can stay active, so you don't have to go to the doctor, so you don't have to have illness. Walking is one of the best exercises you can do. I am adding a little bit of jogging, not anything crazy. I'll just kind of I use the HIIT method to increase my pace, get my heart rate up a little higher. And I forgot to set my Fitbit. Speaking of heart rate, dang it. Let me do that real quick. Sorry, guys. And there we go. Fitbit is set. And here we go. Hey buddy, how you doing? Playing basketball? Good. Y'all have a good Christmas?
Yes.
Good. Did you get that bike for Christmas?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. I'll see you coming on that. That's bright. Y'all have a good one. Little kids in the neighborhood. They seem like good kids. They probably are good kids. Anyway, what we're talking about. Setting our goals. Whew. So important. So important. We get that routine established. Figure out what part of the day is best for you. For me, I like to get my, if we weren't on Christmas break, I'd have my daughter at school, and then I'd come back, drink my coffee, get on my ANCHA training, work my business for a few hours, and then head out about 11, 12, something like that, and get my walk, get my exercise, my HIIT, whatever you want to call it. High intensity interval training. That's what HIIT is. And if you guys have ever heard of HIIT, you can use it with anything. It's so cool. If you're walking, HIIT is what you do is you just increase your pace. Increase your pace. You don't have to be running or jogging, or you just increase your walking pace to get your heart rate up, and then you can drop back down to a slower pace. And then as your heart rate comes back down, then you pick back up and walk a little faster again. And you can do that with weight training. You can do it with, I do before, in September, I was doing HIIT with walk, jog, and sprint. And what you do is you pick a landmark. Like here, I'd pick out that mailbox up there, and I'd sprint to that mailbox, and then I'd drop back to a jog, and then I'd drop back to a walk, and then I'd get my heart rate back down, get it level, and then again, jog up, and then do a sprint to a landmark, and then drop back. And when you do that, they say there's, I think it's McMaster University that did a study on HIIT training, and it said that 2 minutes of HIIT training is equivalent to almost 20 minutes of just biking or walking when we're talking about that category of walking, jogging, exercising. So you can equate that to many different exercises, and I'm gonna do a routine and put it up, a HIIT training routine where it's like, I think it's like three exercises. You do 3 sets of these different exercises, and it's equivalent to an hour's worth of exercise, aerobic and anaerobic, which is working your muscles. So man, that's very valuable to know, especially for us older, mature men who don't want to work out for 2 hours in the gym. I don't want to do that anymore. What happens is when you try to work out for 2 hours, it's harder for you to recover. I have found that to be true. As I've gotten older, I don't recover near as quickly, and you have to take more time off to recover from workouts when you work out so long. And I tell you what, you learn this. As you get older, you learn how to exercise more effectively as you become a mature adult, a mature man. And you don't have to work out for 2 hours in the gym, because you're getting more from each exercise and being more efficient with the movements. And you learn the muscle-mind connection that allows you to work these muscles in a shorter period of time. And that's kind of the training that is in my course, Mature Men's Fitness Revolution. Fresh Start is to help you learn how to develop your muscle-mind connection.
So you don't have to, it's not just about doing exercise. You have to do exercise correctly. And so you're working your muscles correctly and making them do the work in a shorter period of time. You can get a much better workout doing it that way than 2 hours in the gym just throwing weights around. You cut that time in by 3/4 using muscle mind connection, using isometric techniques. I am doing some stretching here on the picnic tables before I finish my walk. Stretching my legs. Stretching, very important too as you get older. Before you start an exercise routine, is to stretch. Always stretch. Get your legs stretched out, stretch your calves, stretch all your muscles good before you embark on anything strenuous on your body. You can become injured very easily, especially if you're walking in the cold. You definitely want to warm up. I walk a little bit to warm up, and then I'll stretch once I reach this park and get some exercise in. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get my walk in. I got about another 2 miles to finish, but I'll catch up with you guys on the next video. All you guys, man, Happy New Year. Let's get this fitness. Let's get our fitness going. Let's get our goals set for next year. I had a really rough year this year, and I'm ready to put it behind me. And if you had a rough year, let's start fresh. Let's all start fresh in the new year. Let's set new goals. Let's put what happened in 21 behind us. Remember fondly those that we've lost. But then let's move on. Let's move on to set new goals and hit new goals in the new year. Weight goals, fitness goals, our routine goals. And I can't wait. I'm ready for it. So Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys in the next vid. And remember, guys, beautiful day. Look at this day. This is the only day you're going to have. This day is the only one you'll have. So make it the best day you can, okay? I'm going to. God bless.